Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 1 in a series between Sonik and Happy. Here we have Sonik spawning as the yellow Night Elf player over here on the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Happy has spawned as the red undead. This was taken from the MooCup finals not too long ago, and hopefully you guys are enjoying my cast and this series. I'm still trying to keep WarCraft 3 alive, even though, well, it doesn't even pay necessarily for the enhanced internet bill that in order to upload everything in a timely manner. Hopefully things will work out, ad revenue will come back up. If you do like what you hear and enjoy watching my cast, please consider following me on Patreon or supporting me through Patreon or a one-time donation through PayPal. That is in the description of this video, and, well, hopefully I don't have to give too many of these talks. Anyways, Death Knight should be coming out here in just a moment. Happy versus Sonik, and there is the Death Knight. Wait, no, it is a little bit late due to a ziggurat delay. Death Knight just now being added. Meanwhile, back over here to the top left, Demon Hunter being added as well as the Ancient of War is getting started. We are going to go to 4 times speed as that Archer will be popping on out. We'll try and take out this 5-3-3 creep camp, and then units will be making their rounds over. Alright, Archer doing a good job just dealing damage back to all of these units so far. Now finally going after that Renegade Wizard. Perhaps should really be going after the Rogue instead, since the Archer does in fact deal a little bit more damage there. Alright, just waiting for the Demon Hunter to pop on out. There he goes. Gonna pop on out of there, finish off the Rogue, pick up a tome. Well, eventually we'll pick up a tome, finishes off the other Rogue, and then making its rounds. Meanwhile, back down across here, Death Knight opens up with an Unholy Aura first that will allow him to move around much more quickly, and picks up a Gauntlet of Ogre Strength +3. Now gonna perhaps just go ahead and try and surround this Renegade Wizard, also making sure to not get the Purge onto that Skeletal Minion, as this Renegade Wizard will get taken down relatively fast. Alright, it looks as though the Renegade Wizard will get taken down right here. Very, very good micro, making sure that only one ghoul took the majority of that damage. That ghoul most likely will go back to work on the lumber line, as the remainder of those ghouls will venture forth with Happy, and that, well, nope, Death Coil goes down, as all of these ghouls will be ready to go out here in just a moment. Demon Hunter opening up with Gloves of Haste and Slippers of Agility. Not too shabby of items here, as we're looking at where exactly the Demon Hunter wants to travel to next. He wants to try and keep the undead in check right now. Skeletal minions walking around here. There's the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now getting some easy damage there, as the minions are just wandering around every which way. Now, can the Death Knight get some easy shots onto some of these archers and these other unsuspecting units? Archer down to 169 hit points. It is going to go ahead and try and shadow meld, and will be able to do exactly that as the Demon Hunter comes back the other way. You can see one ghoul already getting into position for that shadow meld break. And are the units going to go ahead and make their way back over? That is going to be the big question right there. Where is the reveal? As we might get a surround onto the Demon Hunter instead. Oh wow, the Demon Hunter breaks through the tackle as the ghouls unable to get us around. Archer correctly tries to re-shadow meld again. And because the Death Knight did not know where exactly all of those units were, or where that Archer shadow melded, it will not know where to reveal, and because of that, not know where to go to next. Alright, Archer now heading back off to the north. Death Knight is in position right there, but the Archer pretty much back up to half hit points, will be able to shake off a Death Coil. Alright, ghouls now trying to come across every which way. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage. Archers are really doing a lot of damage here just by trying to pierce down one of those ghouls. Very, very nicely done. Not used to seeing this many archers at this stage in the game. Many times, Night Elf players will just try to go straight to tier 2 and instead get hurt by all of those ghouls. 4 to 5 archers focus firing, getting in 2 to 3 volleys before the ghouls got within melee range, or even not getting in melee range, really pushed back the amount of harassment that Death Knight was really hoping to do. Now we see that the Demon Hunter is going to try and box his way out. There are Boots of Speed on the Demon Hunter. No Halls of the Dead just now going to complete, as you do see one slow right there. It's not going to last long enough though, as the Demon Hunter, oh, it might last long enough, and it does last long enough. Staff of Teleportation, as the Demon Hunter teleports back home, and heads back off to the north. Demon Hunter will most likely be regrouping with these archers here. Meanwhile, Panda, coming in from Sonik, will have that all-important Breath of Fire. Death Knight now heading back off to the north. We are already going to Black Citadel with a Lich, most likely going to be trained here in just a moment. That is going to be incredibly important, as the Death Knight is still looking for where exactly his opponent is. All right, Ghoul is going to go ahead and just swarm out that Renegade Wizard. If that Death Knight can get to level 3 very, very quickly and also steal some of the experience as well, that would be a very, very big shot there. Death Knight. Now, what's happening? One very low hit point Ghoul, down to 31 hit points. Are the archers going to be able to poke down? Breath of Fire gets one Ghoul right there. As you can see, just the amount of damage being absorbed. Demon Hunter comes across. Is it going to find more? And wow, talk about a very good position right there. Death Knight, I don't know if he denied that. It looks like he did deny that there, as the Death Knight tries to run back with all of these units. Happy, not in a good spot. Sonik being able to do a lot of damage right there. You can see that True Shot Aura, perhaps the only thing really going for Happy, as that Lich is right now being added. Alright, Demon Hunter trying to escape. Is it going to get boxed back out? It might. Are we going to see a surround? And yes, if you can't surround with 4 units, surround with 7 or 8. And that's how Happy rolls. Happy able to force teleportation back now, as we are going into daybreak. Important thing to note, the moon walls are still fairly full, even though the Demon Hunter was forced to teleport back home not once but twice. All right, Demon Hunt or Death Knight now going after the Renegade Wizard here. Is it going to drop another powerful aura item? That is going to be the question, and it is going to be Devotion Aura. Death Knight keeping up, adding 6% effective hit points across all of those units, as the Death Knight now looks to wander back. Alright, you see a Demon Hunter sitting at level 2, mana burn most likely incoming inbound, and well, nope, does not see that right there, as we should be looking at a Lich with an Orb of Corruption looking to join in on the field. Tree of Life has been added, Ancient of Wonder is being added as well, as we're looking at Sonik going into a long-term game, trying to build a stronger economic advantage. Death Knight gets mana burn for 14 mana, not much to write home about there, as we are looking at Obsidian Statues, Crypt Fiends, and Ghouls making their rounds as well. Death Knight now looking to try and get us around on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter not going to allow that to happen. Is it going to end up getting taken down by the Demon Hunter's mana burn? That is the big question right there, as there it goes, level 3 on the Death Knight. Death Knight may end up getting mana burned once more, as we are looking at a little bit more damage. Slow Poison adding in the Demon Hunter's glaive attack, doing a lot of damage right there. Another Ghoul going to get taken out, but at the hands of the Death Knight. Beautiful denial once more, as Happy is continuing to just, well, clear out the remainder creep camps. All right, Lich going to get to level 2. Should have Dark Ritual. Now, we may actually be looking at a Dark Ranger as that third hero, in order to just top off the mana from that Lich. True Shot Aura also on the Lich as well. Orb of Corruption showing plus 14 damage between these items. And pretty much the Lich is going to be doing more than double damage than his base damage right now. Death Knight still wandering around. Lich is in position. Meanwhile, off to the north, Panda sitting at level 3 with level 2 Breath of Fire. And that's always one of those situations where you have to be a bit careful. This Lich, or sorry, the Shade, if it accidentally stood in the Breath of Fire, well, no, it should not get taken out just quite yet. Meanwhile, Death Knight now heads back off to the north. Gonna be going after all of these mud golems, with Obsidian Statue offering a bit of support in the back as well. Unholy Aura level 1 allows for natural regeneration for those mechanical units, as I mentioned. Kobold, Taskmaster gonna get taken out. Lich will stay most likely at level 2. Meanwhile, we are looking at still Happy knowing exactly where Sonik is all throughout this game. Alright, that is a lot of Dryads and Archers. Units are now looking to back off again. Potion of Greater Healing was added. Lich is still sitting at level 2, looking to finishes off that Murloc Nightcrawler. What will still be staying at level 2 here, as things are slowly getting taken out. There it goes. Demon Hunter comes back around. Frost Nova, Death Coil onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter straight up in trouble. Death Knight gets Mana Burn. Scroll of Town Portal already as, oh, the Dryad finally gets taken out at the hands of a Ghoul. All right, so some crazy burn onto that Demon Hunter. Now the Death Knight and the Lich need a little bit more mana and experience again. Going to be heading back down to the south. This should be easy. Death Knight now going to be aggroing these creeps. 47 over 60 for Happy compared to Sonic's 59 over 60. But we do see the additional income has not really paid off for itself yet. Amount of gold in the bank. Happy could easily get into the 59 supply side as well. As you look at the Death Knight picking up a Scroll of Healing and that Devotion Aura. What other units is he going to be adding, as he is now at 51 over 60? Needs to get more units again. All right, another Obsidian Statue. No, staying at 48 instead, getting Burrow first, as the units are now ready to head off to the north. Little does he know he's dealing with a rather dangerous army in terms of sheer size. He needs more Crypt Fiends, and those Crypt Fiends perhaps need to be upgraded, as we are now going to be looking at an engagement. All right, Frost Nova, Breath of Fire, Mana Burn, and Death Knight out of mana already, as the Crypt Fiends are now trying to finish off those remainder units. This is not looking good. The Crypt Fiends are getting absolutely destroyed. Death Knight does not have enough for a Death Coil. Gets taken out. Dark Ritual right there. Death Knight now going to get a Death Coil, saving one of those Crypt Fiend. Abomination in the front line, trying its best, as the Death Knight now going after Crypt Fiend after Crypt Fiend. All right, let's take a look at this. Death Knight still has plenty of health with that Potion of Greater Healing. Meanwhile, Staff of Preservation saves one unit there, as we see a Death Coil coming back out. All right, is the Crypt Fiends going to be able to finish off more Dryads? That is the big question, as you can see that damage is slowly adding back up. Death Knight, Archers are shadow melding. Are we going to see a reveal right there, as the Death Knight and two Archers are right here waiting for the reveal? Death Knight and Lich is going to be in position. There goes one Archer. There goes another, as the Shade does arrive to the party. 44 over 70 supply. Somehow he won out on that fight. But little does he know that every moment that he waits, his opponent is just getting stronger and stronger of an army. However, level advantage now deeply in favor of Happy. Well, no, actually, I take it back. 4-3 versus 4-3, as we are now haunting a gold mine by Happy. Happy, the undead player, looking to actually expand on Terranus' stand as an undead, something that you don't see very often. Undead players have a difficult time trying to defend those expansions, but we haven't really seen the necessary Goblin Zeppelin play that we sometimes see from Sonic. If he's able to, if Happy is able to keep that expansion in check, he should be okay for quite some time. Cloak of Shadows quickly dropped, will most likely be sold, picking up either a Scroll of Healing or a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Scroll of Healing it is. Scroll of Healing, the better item at this point, to try and counteract at least one of those breaths of fire. Demon Hunter back off to the top right here. All of the creep camps have now been cleared out, save for the one on the top right. 2 level 1 apprentice wizards they were remaining, as we are now looking to see what the follow-up play will be. Death Knight sitting at 240 mana here. Are we adding? No, only adding a Ziggurat. 55 over 70 compared to 70 over 70. And I think Sonic, with his extra income early on, that's what's currently giving him that 15 supply advantage. Wisp quickly detonates, spots the expansion there. We are looking at one skeletal minion greeting the Night Elf army, only to see an abolish magic from that Dryad. Wisp or Shade now wandering around here once again. Are we perhaps going to be fighting on Blight? If Happy can arrange that, that would be a huge advantage. Getting up to 300%. 300% natural regeneration for all of those undead units. Demon Hunter looks to come across in a little bit of trouble. You can see that the blight did expand just a little bit, not very much, as the destroyers are now all in position. Slow poison right there. Abomination. Are we going to see a devour magic? Well, we could. We have 2 destroyers ready to go, and we also have bears joining in on the fight. No frostworms coming in from Happy. Let's see. Abominations are going to be in that front line. Where are these going to be fighting to next? 66 over 80 compared to 74 over 80, as there is a little bit of blight here. All right, bear could get taken out. No, staff to preservation immediately. Destroyer now heading back, trying to devour magic, removing all of that roar as we are continuing this fight still. All right, obsidian statue in the backfield getting destroyed here. Demon Hunter going after the destroyers. Meanwhile, Abomination very low on hit points, but the bears could actually get taken down as well. Frost armor really helping. Death Coil saves the Abomination as another bear could get taken down. There it goes. Death Knight still fighting here. Another bear gets taken down, and Happy is winning this fight. Happy is just winning the longevity of this fight right here. Lich, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability was transferred. Death Knight does not have any easy way to heal. Potion of Greater Healing now being used. Lich, will it finish off another bear? Yes, it will. And fighting on Blight with a cold tower. Obsidian statues getting repaired by acolytes in the backfield, and Happy able to defend his expansion and take a large chunk from Sonic's army. Lich picks up or holds onto that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Death Knight, what is he picking up? Scroll of Healing and Scroll of Town Portal, 2 very powerful items. As the Death Knight may sell the Ring of Protection to pick up something new. Yes, sells the Ring of Protection to pick up a Potion of Greater or a Potion of Mana, now up to 235, as the Death Knight needs to rejoin up here. All right, Demon Hunter is in position. You see a round of those Crypt Fiends attack, starting to eat away at that Demon Hunter. Obsidian statues are all in position right there. There's a Death Coil. The Death Knight could have easily just tried to wait until level 5 for a level 3 Death Coil. Would have healed that Abomination back up to full. But then again, you wouldn't be regenerating nearly as much mana right now, as the Death Knight is at 215 mana and counting. Also has a Potion of Mana, so that's 2 additional Death Coils there, as we now see the silence go down. All right, Roar. Are we going to see Devour Magic? There goes level 5 on the Death Knight. Death Knight should have a field day with this, as all of those bears should end up getting taken down. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, multiple units are missing, but the sheer army size of Happy may be too much to deal with. There's that Breath of Fire again. Death Knight getting mana burn down to 195 mana. Still has plenty to go. Plenty of room in the tank, as the Demon Hunter in serious trouble. Another mana burn, as there is the GG though, or game. Happy taking game number 1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.